started the stream. And pretty much all we've got to go through is the mass amount of penalties that everyone got in Monza, because it is the freshman league. Because it's the freshman league. You know.
Oh, I don't even want to know.
Well, here we go. You're gonna know.
Oh, enrich me with such information.
I will do. All right. Here we go then. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Freshman League here in Gavra Racing once again. And yeah, apologise for the late lobby again. This time it was my internet decided it wanted to give me like 2 bars of you know, whatever it is in the lobby, the connection, and then everybody else was on like 2 bars and 1 bar, which is annoying. So anyway, we had to do a bit of a restart. But we are here, and I'm going to have to disappoint everyone again. No Evan today, but I'm sure you won't be as disappointed as for the man who's going to replace him again. He's back again for like the 3rd time in a week. It is Mr. Byron. How are you doing, my man? We're back, but this time we are actually in Japan. And like I said last week, we were supposed to be in Japan to you, and then we were actually in Monza, and you prepared everything for Japan. But we're actually in Japan today. How are you feeling, mate? And are you excited to see the Freshman League go around the quite glorious Suzuka?
I'm always excited for a bit of Suzuka. I'm racing here in a few days. I'm just pointing out iVelocity being an absolute legend. He already knew I was here before you'd even introduced me.
Yeah, because he asked if I needed a commentator, and I said, oh well, you were already joining me, so you know, you may have jumped the gun there. It's like you say, it's first come first serve here, you see, you know.
Oh, I see.
Just checking everything's alright on the stream. Yes, it is. Alright, cool. I'm currently just looking at the pit lane, which I shouldn't be. Let's get on a car. And, so, Byron, Drivers' Championship got wrapped up last week. Obviously, we had the, RC8 win the Drivers' Championship. Now, the Constructors' Championship, was technically wrapped up on a technicality. Apparently, we'd got the maths slightly wrong. And apparently Ferrari today only need 5 points. 5 points, that's it. So they've basically won it, guys. You know, they've pretty much run it, really, the constructors. And I don't think anyone really argued against it. Everyone was just like, well, yeah, they basically won it anyway. So, yeah, that happened last race. However, news from last race is penalties. And I'm going to try and remember these this time, Byron, in the race. So, Gregster today is on a LLP2. And that was for repeated moving in braking zones. He was cautioned about it a few times, and he has now been given an LLP2, which means he gets 2 license points and a 3-place grid drop at the end of the race. As well, Saba the Mister was given an LLP2 for late braking when he collided into the back of another car and sent them flying into a Ascari. And also, RC8 received an LLP1 for leaving the track and gaining a significant advantage, which is why RC8 is on an LLP1 today. So, yeah, that is the penalties at the moment, so just remember those. So RC8, Byron, could not actually win the race today because he has got a 1-place grid reduction at the end. So you will see a different race winner other than the champion today. And Gregster cannot win it as well, because Gregster's won a few races this season. And so, you know, it could possibly be Phantom. We've seen Tonios has picked up a win this season as well in his home track, actually. I believe it was in France. So, yeah, so it's all on the cards here with those penalties today. And obviously, Sabo has his LLP2 as well, which he won't be too happy about. But, Byron, Suzuka. Turn 1, lap 1 is a bit scary, but the track, not very well known for overtaking, but I'd say everything else about it is quite glorious.
Oh yeah, it's a spectacular circuit to go racing at. Also, I'm not all too happy with you.
Me?
You said we got the maths wrong. You said we got the maths wrong. I didn't do any maths.
You gave me the maths at the beginning of the stream. You were like, oh, you did. I remember. No, guys. I'm telling you right now. Before the stream, he turned around and went, "Oh, I'm looking at the constructors here, and it looks like Ferrari are going to pretty much win it today."
Yeah, I said pretty much. I did not say they would win it. I didn't work out the maths. Well, so
guys, guess what?
wrong.
They were 5 points away. They've basically won it. We'll just give them it at this point.
Yep, Ferrari have won it. There you go.
Yeah,
now
boom.
we're going to look really stupid.
Yeah, I
if
know.
They haven't.
Yeah, if they don't win it now, we're going to look like idiots.
You know, just I think it's Renault just come through for an absolute sabbatical and win the championship now.
Just imagine if they did. Just looking at the moment here, also just forgot to mention a couple of things. So Billy Misu is back in the Williams. Also V Roby is back now again. I don't know why he's in the Red Bull. He should be in the. Okay, we'll let him do that. He was supposed to be in. He was supposed to be in the Williams. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's probably you can blame me for that one. What else are we looking at? Yeah, no Woody today. I don't know whether Woody's going to continue though, because I don't know really. But yeah, no Woody today. Dan is back though, which is good to see. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of drivers. Obviously, Volodor Harris has still got his permanent seat in that Alfa Romeo, but at the moment. Here, Byron, Unique J taking pole position at the moment for 27.4. Kebab with a 27.5. I see it with that 27.7. So the champion at the moment currently down in third. His teammate not far behind with a 27.8. And then Tunturi behind them with a 28.1. A couple of people putting in some laps there. Just trying to see who's coming across the line. Dan just put in a 32.1. Greg's with a 32.5. And Byron, I'll tell you what I'm very, very scared of.
What are you scared of?
Lap 1, turn 1. I don't know if you feel the same. Yeah.
It's bound to be chaotic. I mean, it's a very tricky corner to get right and hook up at any point. And, well, let's just face it, these drivers are probably going to have their fair amount of struggles at turn 1. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody definitely goes off. There'll definitely be 1 or 2 drivers going wide. Maybe even a DNF if we're lucky. That could be a spicy start to the race.
Maybe. It's just looking at Alex Mack coming down into the final chicane. He's gone through 130 yards. He comes through the final chicane. Now going to hug it towards the left-hand side and maximise the amount of time he gets to the line. As we come across the line, he goes 6th place for Alex. Had a really good race out in Monza last week, picking up the pace recently. That is a very large car sound in the background and in the atmosphere to the commentary box as a 28.2 for Alex Mack. And Byron, I'm going to have to stop us all here because I've seen him pop up in the chat and I know his family will be watching. Toussaint, I know you're there. And it was Toussaint's, if anyone remembers yesterday, it was Toussaint's mother's birthday yesterday. Well, today, it's actually Toussaint's birthday. So, big happy birthday to the man who won the Constructors' Championship with me, a co-commentator. He's organising the 24-hour GT Sport Championship around the Mans. It is Mr. Toussaint 0208. So, if everyone could wish that man a big happy birthday in the chat, I'm sure he'll be looking at it. And I'm sure his family will be watching on as well. And hi to Saints family if you're listening. Hello, it's James again. Just wishing you all well. You know, we're buddies, like we good. Deadly Jason to the line. Oh no, he actually isn't to the line. Sorry, he's just come around turn 1. I thought he was coming through the final corner. But no, Deadly Jason starting his lap at the moment here. As yeah, to be fair, Gav, you are right. The McLarens, Byron, I will agree with Gavra there. Seem to be on some speedy form tonight.
They do look to be well and truly on the pace. Also, I just want to quickly point out, you don't know your left and right. And that is very concerning to me.
Why?
As Alex Mack was coming through the final corner of the circuit, as he is again, you actually said he was hugging the left side of the circuit when he was hugging the right side of the circuit.
Sorry, okay, God, you know. But, okay, he was hugging the right side of the circuit to maximise the time to the line. But I'm just trying to see who's coming across the line now here, Byron. Dan is invalidated, so he will not be putting in a time, but it's just about to start a lap. Someone's next through, and it's Dazza here in the Racing Point. as he's going to come round and across the line. Will he improve? No, that could have possibly been an outlap. I'm not sure. There's someone else has just come across the line. I'm just trying to see who's coming across the line here. So I can figure out. Volodar Harris is... I can't even see who's improving at this point. Deadly Jason just did a 29.7. Moved himself up into 10th place.
Tanturi Piranha. Oh, sorry. Wow, that was butchered. Tanturi Piranha is improving quite a bit there. He's about half a tenth up coming through the second sector. It looks like it could be a pretty good lap from him. He does not improve. Wow, quite a slow second sector. But he might have actually intentionally backed off because he will get another lap in here by the seems of it. So he is pushing even still. So he's clearly perfected that in order to maximise this final flying lap.
As Alex is all over the place there on that straight, just about to come through 130R, and hasn't validated this Ferrari close behind him. It is RC8. Champ close up behind him is going to be trying to put in a lap here. Greg's is retired from the session, only all the way down in 16th, so just couldn't hook a lap together. Gregster, as the RC8 will go pole position for the moment, but Unique J is still on a lap. Kebab is on an out lap, but I don't think he's going to make it to the line. No, because the qualifying's already ended, so definitely not going to make it to the line. So only Unique J now. If he can improve by 2/10 here, Byron, he could knock RC8 off of pole position. But his teammate now, RC8's teammate Phantom, coming down now towards the final corner. Let's see if he's able to improve. He'll have the DRS open, and he goes second, and he's still 2/10 off of his teammate there. It's Unique J coming through Spoon, and let's see now what he can do is he'll come down the long straight here, which I still feel should have DRS on it, but you know, everyone's like, oh, I'm being safe going for a 130R with DRS. No, it should have DRS before the straight. Anyway, so we go down into the final chicane, as Kebab did actually get allowed to start a lap, which is interesting. I think the game just does that for some reason. As Unique J now to the line, and he stays third, Byron. He's not able to improve. Let's see if the Italian can do any better. Kebab on a lap at the moment. Tunchuri's backed out of his lap. He's not going to be able to improve either. AB Tekers is coming to the line. Let's see if he's able to improve. As he come round now and across the line, only good enough for 13th. So the only person now to knock RCA off a pole position is going to be Kebab, and he will not be able to do it, even though he's still on a lap. That's interesting. Okay, this game's broken. He was still on a lap, and like halfway through the lap, it was like, nope, okay, your quali's over now. And Tunchuri is not going to be able to improve because he has invalidated. So it will be RCA on pole position for this one, but he will not be able to win the race as he still has that LLP1. Phantom Razgriz, has the chance to win the race, obviously with RC8's penalty. But yeah, we'll have to see what will happen here.
It's interesting to note, actually, a lot of drivers were having to pull alongside, most notably through Spoon section. A lot of drivers were having to move out of the way of other drivers at the earliest convenience, and clearly the hot spot for doing that was Spoon section.
Apparently Nicholas Latifi has joined the back of the grid, according to this. Don't tell me about a lobby glitch. Robert, I know you're watching, mate. Can you retire in the pit lane, please? Because you're the only person, pal. Is he there?
Just in case.
I have a really bad feeling we've had a lobby glitch.
Okay, well, whilst I've got the opportunity, I'll take a,
Oh, nope, there we go. Ooh. But there we go, RCA on pole position for this one. Phantom in second, Unique J third, Kebab fourth, Tunchuri in fifth, Alex in sixth, followed by Harris in seventh, Tonio safe, Infamela ninth, Deadly Jason in 10th, Billy Misu in 11th, Sabo in 12th, AB in 13th, Robert in 14th, Daz in 15th, Scout down in 16th, Greg's in 17th, Triple O in 18th, V Roby in 19th, and Toussaint has joined the commentary box.
Hello,
are you going to do a David Coulthard here?
I was for a sec. I just want to say thank you, Tiger, and to everybody in the chat as well. And Byron, you're doing a great job, and you sound good as well. So, yeah, let's hope it's a good race. See you guys later.
See you later, birthday boy.
Thanks for the ego boost, mate. Thanks.
Yeah, the ego boost and the eavesdrop. And a bunch of people, Byron, have got 5-place grid drops. Phantom Razgrids, Alex Gunamac, Tonios, and Deadly Jason all have 5-place grid drops. And if I look at the incidents quickly, Deadly Jason hit Phantom Razgriz. Phantom Razgriz hit Deadly Jason. Tonios hit Alex Gunamac, and Alex Gunamac hit Tonios under the qualifying there. So there was a couple of collisions, and yeah, that has caused them guys to have some 5-place grid drops, which is not going to be useful for them, and especially if Phantom wanted to win a race here. Byron, he had the chance, and it could go down to Unique J or Kebab even winning it, because as remember, RCA has that LLP1, Alex Gunamac. No, Alex Gunamac, so some of the Mr. has that LLP2, Greg's has that LLP2 as well. So, yeah. Just gonna see what happens. Rick Hall, the next person that asks me why the Premier and Super don't have Japan on the calendar, I will remove Japan off of every calendar in the future. Sorry. I've had so many people ask me that question.
Do you even control the calendar?
Well, I am the admin of I am the F1 admin, so I kind of made the calendars.
Ah, see, I made a calendar for another league, and people had a go at me because I stuck Monaco on it, even though I made it a night race. Oh,
okay. Fair enough.
Also,
actually sounds like a really cool idea, Monaco. Because I'll tell you, in last season in the Super League, we had there was a special round for the Super League where they went to Monaco. And everybody said they really enjoyed it. And then I thought, you know what, I'll give Baku a chance this season. And it just... Never again will I ever choose Baku for a track in an F1 game. Because it just doesn't work.
Yeah, as I was saying, the chat went mental when Blooming 2 Saint joined the party and temporarily just said thanks for the birthday messages. He just seems to have quite a bit of support, doesn't he?
Berta Gas in the chat. How do I join a league? Gav, if you want to just pop some information over to Berta Gas, because I believe actually we've got a race on this weekend for all of the new drivers who have joined, because we've had a lot of new people joining recently in the league, and yeah, we're holding a race. I believe it's either this weekend or next weekend. Gav, you'll be able to tell them.
He's already done it.
It's it's either this weekend or next weekend. Yeah, make sure you join the Discord at Bertagrass, and you'll be able to find out all the information over there, and on our website at gavraracing.altvista.org over there as well, if you want to go and check that one out. All the links are in the Discord, mate, if you join that. But yeah, there's a race this weekend where we've got all the new drivers who are racing in it, because we've had a lot of new people joining recently. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can just quickly invite AB Techers back. There we go.
Just wanted to quickly mention Nicholas Latifi hasn't decided to stay. Also, we've lost V Robbie.
That's V Robbie as well. Let me see if I can. Sorry guys, I'm just seeing if I can quickly invite him back as well. But Byron, while I'm inviting these people, I'll talk about the strategy around this track, because I believe it's a soft to hard, even though some people tell me a soft to medium's possible. I think the soft to hard's the safer option, but you go ahead.
Well, you're talking about tyres. There's only one driver in the top, well actually there's two drivers in the top 10 which have free tyre choice. Sabo the Mister and Billy Misu. Billy Misu starting on the mediums, and Sabo the Mister starting on the hards. AB Tech is also on the hards. Robert Codfather, Dazza, and Gregster all starting on the medium compounded tyre. Everybody else is starting on the soft, so it'll be interesting. I think some of these drivers are going to maybe be doing a...
Okay, so I've just invited those. Sorry guys, I'm just, adminning and inviting people back. As we are going to line up on the grid now. As we are still lining up on the grid. Sorry everyone, I realise you're looking at nothing right now. As here we go. Right, okay, no more invites now. We're about to start this race. V Roby, I have sent you some invites, mate, if you are able to join back. But here we go. So the lights are going to count down, Byron, but as always in this game, they count down, but the drivers are never ready because, Codemasters and that. We are going to have to wait for the lights to count down, but that just ignore those. They happen. It's just to do with the AI cars go when the lights are ready, not when the rest of the grid's ready. But here we go, lights on, away we go. RCA off to a good start here. Unique J closely up behind him as RCA's ran really wide already, and he's gone super wide. And the two McLarens and RCA's come back on the track there very aggressively, and there's contact there between them two and Phantom, as we've had some contact towards the back as well. With Phantom Rascals, you say, have some damage, as Greggs has picked up a 5-second time penalty for apparently ignoring yellow flags, which is interesting. As it looks like Billy Misu's picked up some wing damage as well, and it keeps on flashing up with a yellow flag in the final sector. I don't know why. This track is just very much broken. Yeah, good start there from Unique J. RC8 ran really wide there at the start, Byron, on the exit of turn 1. He just ran too deep, missed his braking zone. Unique J leading the way here.
Billy Misu, he's off.
Billy Misu, yeah, he has wing damage, but he got that from earlier on in the race. I don't know if I think he might have had contact with Phantom, because you said Phantom has wing damage, front right end plate. So could have been, yeah, could have been contact with him, with Billy Misu possibly. But at the moment it's going to stay as it is. I'm just worried about that sector keeps on flashing up yellows. It's just in a really annoying spot where the only place to overtake on this track, it keeps on flashing up there.
Well, interestingly, that advantage AB Tech has got from the supposed jump start from the game just being weird.
Yeah, it'll do that. It's because when the AI think that they're ready to go, but when we go, not when the drivers go, it's how broken the game is. But it'll slowly drop back down the grid unless he doesn't join back. But he'll slowly drop down anyway if he does join back. So it's not really too much of an issue. It's RC8 now right up behind Tunturi, trying to find a way through if he can. And at the moment, just trying to see if he can get past. And yeah, just ignore the AI car of AB Tech as he's trying to get himself back in. As V-Roby has managed to join back as well. As Unique J leading the way though, and he's got Tunturi slowly closing him down here, Byron. As Kebab not far behind RCA either. As Volodar Harris, I just getting past. I keep on thinking there's an overtake, but they're just going past the AI car. Luckily we have ghosting on, otherwise there would just be hell out on the track at the moment.
Luckily, these drivers, it's interesting actually that we've had these little issues already in the race, providing some interesting stuff to start us off. Why not?
As there's a bit of something going on at the back here, is Dan getting past Tonios and Deadly Jason. So I think these two having a bit of a battle. Here goes Deadly Jason. He was trying it into 130R, and he wasn't going to go for it there, as Tonios has got front left end plate damage. Just ran so wide there as Tekka slowly drops back down the grid. He hasn't been able to get back in it yet. And Tonios has spun on the final corner. And with that wing damage, he's actually retired. As Triple O also spinning as well. No wing damage for him, though. That's two guys spinning at the final corner there. And Unique J currently leading the way at the moment. This could be his first win here in the Freshman League. Antonios had manually retired from the session. And that was a manual retirement on track, which means, unfortunately, Byron, that means an LLP2 is going to be coming his way, because you're not allowed to retire on track, Tonios. You have to do it in the pit lane, unless it's a natural retirement.
Naughty, naughty. Very
naughty. Tekkas needs to really fix his internet, because otherwise it's just messing up the lobby quite badly. As V-Roby also leaving the session, as these two have horrific internet. As Gregster was looking to the inside of Infamella and just couldn't go for it there. Will he try it again into Spoon? Isn't going to go for it there.
I think Gregster's actually quite fast here. Seems like he's been pretty on the pace. AB Tekkas rejoins for about the 7th time already in this race. And I'm pretty sure the Red Bull drivers, I'm hearing confirmation, they are using McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it sounds like it. to be honest. But DRS open now for Phantom into the pits. He's coming for that wing change. Wing change for Phantom Razgrids. And Gregster was gaining on Infamella on the straight and then just suddenly lost all of his time. And Infamella's ran really wide into turn 1. And Gregster going to go down the inside and gets the move done on Infamella. And now Saba the Mister, his teammate, right up behind him now as well. But at the moment, Unique J, and I'm surprised by this, Byron, is keeping that gap still pretty wide open from him to RC8. And Gav was right in saying that those McLarens are flying at the moment, because they are flying today. As Sabo gets past his teammate Infamella up into 8th place. Someone's gone off at Sector 1. Phantom Razgrids had a bit of an off at Sector 1. Apparently, on my screen, Robert is down in 18th, but he's not actually. Apparently, he should be in 15th. He should be in 15th. I don't know why the game's saying he's at the back there. Just, yeah, keep an eye on where he crosses the line, because it's saying he's down at the back when he isn't. So just keep an eye on that. But at the moment, Byron, a couple of pieces of wing damage as Tekkas and Scout Dan get past Tekkas' AI. But yeah, a couple of pieces of wing damage for a few people, but nothing completely insane at the moment, apart from the few lobby issues that we've had.
Yeah, I was saying, Gregster's move when he slipped past Infamella was actually incredible. He really nipped past that AlphaTauri with such precision, especially at such a tricky part of the circuit to overtake on the exit of that. Very hard to really navigate turn 1, and he just nipped past that AlphaTauri with extreme precision and caution and really managed to make that move work. And no damage for either of the drivers. There's absolutely no complaints there.
Tunturi is coming to the pits for a set of mediums, interestingly, so I don't know if he picked up some damage from somewhere, but Deadly Jason now is trying to find his way past Dan, if he can make it work, and is trying to find his way past at the moment. Just can't seem to get it done. As we've got a triple O off in the first sector. Could that be a safety car? He's in the wall. Are we going to have no safety car?
Apparently not.
Really? Not even a virtual?
Apparently not. The game does not even think that is worthy of a safety car.
They still haven't removed it. Yeah, it still hasn't removed his car yet, which is quite worrying. Ah, there we go. Now his car's been removed. As I think Saba the Mister is having a bit of a battle here with Gregster. Deadly Jason does get past Dan. He's going to go down the inside of 130R, and he's had to go onto the grass there on the inside. Here comes Billy Misu, and it's made contact with Deadly Jason. And yeah, I think Deadly Jason moved across there in front of Billy Misu because he went to the inside of Dan, and Billy Misu just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. Quite clearly.
Why is it saying Robert's 1 lap down when he isn't?
I have no idea. I am trying to figure out. I think he's under AI now. I'm not sure.
Is he?
Might be. I have no idea. Our blue flag.
But he's ahead of everyone at the back. No, he's ahead of. No, he's not a lap down. I'll tell you that he's not. He's currently in. He currently should be in 12th. He's ahead of AB.
Interesting. We've clearly got some severe issues going on here because your boy Robert Codfather's all the way down in 18th, but he's actually 12th.
Actually 12th at the moment. I mean, at the moment, yeah, I'm looking at this battle, Byron, for what could be 3rd place here because Alex Gunamac is gaining on the back barrages here in the McLaren. He's come through 130R here. Is he going to be able to gain enough with the battery? And he isn't going to be able to gain enough with the ERS. Will stay behind for the moment as they come through the chicane.
It's really scruffy going along the straight 4 kebab barrages. He got it all on the grass, made an absolute mess of it. Alex storms past along the DRS straight. Don't think you can really respond to that if your name is kebab barrages in that situation.
Yeah, that was a really nice overtake there from Alex Gunamac, and he's absolutely flying today, actually. And is slightly gaining on RC8. And Yeah, let's see if he's able to gain on them. And these two who keep on trying to join back, it's really annoying me because it's just bugging out the lobby. Hold on. And rejoin. That's just going to break the game more.
Just no, because I'm already gone as a spectator, so it won't.
No, but just leave it. It's fine. Just stay here. Just don't. I don't want anybody else leaving or joining now. Because otherwise, it's gonna break the game. But back to the racing. RC8 gaining on the back of Unique J now. This is for the lead. And well, at Pierre, it would be fine if people didn't have really bad internet. And Byron, you didn't need to leave. Just stay in the lobby.
I already had. Well, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm hoping it means it might show me where Robert Codfather actually is.
It might do, yeah. I'm not sure whether it will. I can't leave that. I'm host of the lobby, so. RC8 though is getting on the back of Unique J, but as I've mentioned before, RC8 does have that LLP1. Which means he will have to be reducted a place at the end of this race, which means he can't win it. So we could have someone else on the table here today to win this one. As he's gaining on the back of Unique J, he's got DRS. And according to this game, apparently soft to medium is going to work for RCA. Apparently he can do a soft to medium according to this game. Which I don't know if that's actually possible. 17 laps on the mediums? You could do, but it is a bit of a stretch. RC8 though, still on the back of Unique J, hasn't been able to close that gap down enough yet to be right on the back of him. Is slowly getting there. We've got someone off at the back again. It's Billy Misu round at the back, and yes, Tekis is now finally back in the lobby. V Roby's going to try and join back as well.
Robert Codfather has just been overtaken, so he falls down to P12 as it stands.
Is he permanently ghosted?
He is indeed on my screen. Temporarily he showed up in the right position and then it just got thrown down again.
Yeah, I don't know why this is happening. This is really strange because he keeps on getting temporarily ghosted. It's really annoying.
Well, the Scout Dan and oh my god, Tenturi Parana are absolutely going ham now, and Robert Codfather could get in the mix if he's lucky, which he does. He actually storms past.
And Dan spun him! Oh, I caught the full thing of that. Dan has just completely spun Robert out.
Clearly proving that for them, Robert Codfather isn't ghosted. Now he'll fall down to...
But now he's gone past Tekis now. He's down in 14th, ahead of his teammates still, and he's gone very wide again, and Dan might have to pick up a penalty for that because he's completely just spanned Robert out there. And, yeah, that's not good at all.
Down to 13th goes Robert Codfather.
The leader into the pits, though, Byron. Unique J into the pits on those medium tyres. His teammate Kebab actually followed him in, and I think McLaren pulled off a bit of a double stack there. As Dan into the pits picked up a 5-second time penalty when he entered the pit lane. And it has gone onto the set of hards. A couple of people going for soft to medium.
A lot of people not liking what Dan did. A lot of people saying
hasn't gone down in the
LP6.
chat. Hasn't gone down well in the chat, but Greg's at the moment said he had the pace today. Didn't really show it in quali, Byron, but he's showing it here because he's right on the back of Sabo. But remember, both of these two drivers, funny enough, who are currently at the moment battling, as I think something's happened to Dazza there because Kebab just got past him. But remember, these two, though, both have LLP2s, so they're going to be dropped 3 places at the end of the race anyway. So they can battle all they like, but they've both got penalties. So, yeah, let's see how this battle is going to continue. Valor Daharis into the pits. So is RC8, the champion. As Gregson Sabo going to go past. Alex Gunamax stays out on his softs. Interestingly enough. Does Unique J get past RC8? No, RC8's jumped him. RC8's jumped him. Unique J is behind RC8. However, RC8 has a LLP1 and Infamella's retired. Oh, he's gone through 130R and he's had a huge... Oh, that's a big crash for Infamella. You think he's lost it on the exit of 130R, Byron? Yeah, he has. It's a big crash for Infamella. That is a big crash.
It is not exactly where you want to put your car.
And Robert once again forgetting to turn his ERS off. Oh, there we go. Now he has. He needs to remember to he needs to turn that off. As Unique Jane going to stay behind RCA as close as he can. As just waiting for this virtual safety car to end. As apparently Dan picked up a drive-through penalty, Byron, from somewhere.
Ooh. Add some salt to the wounds for Dan.
Yeah. It's not great for Dan, but back racing once again, green flag. And let's see what's going to happen is Alex Gunamack into the pits. Is going to make the most of that virtual safety car, and he's going to make the most of it. Might catch you come out in first position here. Well, Sabo and Gregster will go past, but could come out in net P1 here. What is happening? Apparently Robert's now 3 laps down. But Byron, on your screen, is Robert currently in 17th place? Like, just coming out the pit lane.
Had a spin.
Alex Gunamack, has he? No, he hasn't. Is he? Has he?
He did. He had a big rear end slide, but he didn't fully spin.
Is Robert a lap down?
He is
he now a lap down?
He is now a lap down. Yeah.
Okay, that was weird there. Don't know what was happening. This something has gone. This lobby is very much broken at this point. I'll tell you that. Apparently, we've got yellow flags across the entirety of sectors 1 and 2. According to the game.
Why
yeah, this track's really broken on this game. I don't know why.
It is indeed.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But, yeah, there's quite a large... Yeah, I don't know. No, he should be on fresh tyres. But it says he's on 6-lap old mediums. Something has horrifically gone wrong. Byron, can you figure out where Robert is?
I'm not sure what needs to be.
I'm not sure what position I'm not sure what position he's in.
I believe he's ahead.
No, Casting Japan is broken. It's broken. The sectors are broken. Something's gone horribly wrong here in this lobby. Greg's is right on the back of Sabo though, but something's gone wrong because Robert's on the back. Okay, so here goes Phantom and Tunturi actually having a good battle here, Byron. Is Tunturi going to be on the inside of Phantom, trying to look for the move? Will Tunturi go for it again? And no, Phantom will keep the position for now.
I believe he is genuinely last, as it stands.
I'm not sure. I'll ask him after the race where he was, because it might be different on his screen.
I would assume so. Broken game with all its glitches and weird and wonderful things. The Scout Jan still hasn't served that drive-through.
No, he hasn't. He has to serve in the next 3 laps, otherwise he'll be disqualified from the race. So, might want to get himself doing that, but this battle goes on, Byron, between Gregster and Saba the Mister. And let's see if Gregster can get the move done. Isn't going to go for it here, though. And will stay behind Saba the Mister at the moment. They will have DRS, though, down in towards turn 1. These guys on the alternate strategy, which is why they've not made their pit stop yet. Gregster gaining very aggressively, although, on Sabo. And isn't going to go for the move at the moment. Will stay behind him. As Alex gonna mark on Unique J. And this is Alex gonna mark for what could be 2nd place. And he's gone around the outside. And he has got the move done. And Alex gonna mark is now technically, Byron, in net P1 in this race.
Are you sure? I could have sworn RC8.
Yeah, but RC8 has an LLP1, remember, which means technically Alex gonna mark is winning this race.
Off.
Oh, Gregster's had a huge spin. Yeah, that's a big spin for Gregster. Has he got wing damage? No damage.
Oh, it might be a little bit of left end plate by the seams of it, actually. Might be just a little scrape on it, but not actually all too much damage, all things considered. Not great for the Renault driver, though. Especially considering...
Oh, Sabo's spun as well! Sabo's had a spin. Both of them are spun, and here comes Gregster. Gregster now right on the back of Sabo. He's going to go to the outside here, Byron, towards Spoon. There's a bit of contact. Sabo's got huge wing damage. His spin was worse than Gregster's, because Sabo has big wing damage. Someone's into the pits. It's Dan again. I think he was serving that drive-through penalty.
He was indeed.
I can't tell.
Oh, and he's just got a 5-second time penalty for crossing the pit
white
lane
line,
exit line,
which is definitely not something you're allowed to do in F1. Alex, Unique J, though, sticking with Alex gonna Mac, but it's not going to be enough at the moment. Alex gonna Mac could genuinely win this race here in the freshman Bayern. This would be absolutely incredible if he was to do this. And in fact, Sab the Mister picks up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and that's something you're not allowed to do either. As Gregster in as well for his pit stop, it's going to serve a penalty that he had before, and he's gone for a set of hards as Gregster. Sab onto the set of mediums, but Gregster gone for a medium hard, which is interesting.
Well, he didn't really have all too much choice. The softs only last about 10 laps. And there's 12 laps to go in this race, so he couldn't go to the mediums because that's what the tyre he was on, so he really had no other choice but to stick it out on the hard tyres. Unfortunate, but that is the way it has panned out for him, so a bit unlucky for him, but he's still got a race to run.
I mean, Piero, it would be, I mean, for you it would be funny, right, because basically, Byron, there was a claim. Now I can say this because it was actually put in the penalties chat. Everyone can see it. But there was a claim sent in by RCA, which we reviewed it a lot, and the claim was dismissed. We were close to giving Alex a penalty for it, but there was a reason why we didn't. I won't get into detail about it. But Alex gonna Mac right now after hitting into the back of RCA. But once again, it technically wasn't his fault, right? It was you'd have to see the incident to see what happened, right? So, hitting to the back of RC8 last race, didn't give him damage though. RC8 just went across the runoff. Could now potentially steal the race from RC8 here today, which I think is quite crazy. So they had a crash at turn 1 in Monza, and now Alex gonna Mac could potentially take the win away from RC8 with RC8's penalty, and RC8's just picked up a 3-second time penalty as well. And here goes Gregster actually to the inside of AB Techers into turn 1, and does indeed get the move done, and has moved himself up into 9th position.
I just noticed the Red Bull of AB Techers has got his McDonald's Wi-Fi to give him a stable enough connection that he can somewhat race.
Yeah, he's managed to get back and is racing, V-Roby Racing, but yeah, I really want to know where Robert is. Because on my screen he's behind Dazza, but is he actually behind Dazza, or is he a lap down behind Dazza?
On my screen, he is behind Infamella.
What?
Yes.
No, but I mean, in terms of on track, he's in between both racing points.
Dan's retired.
Oh, Scout
Where's
Dan is
that?
retired. It's in the pit lane, though. No, it's in the pit lane. It's a manual retirement in the pit lane.
Yeah.
So I want to know if Robert's actually a lap down or not.
I believe he's a lap down. I don't think he's as many laps down as the game claims.
Pierre in the chat saying he's a lap down because of his spin that he had with the contact with Dan. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there. This lobby is all sorts of broken. There was a Red Bull off there, actually. V-Roby, I think he was getting lapped, which is why he's gone off the track. As Dan has left the session. Dazza into the pits. He did 16 laps, he did, Byron, on those mediums, and he's now gone onto the set of softs, which should take him to the end. So Dazza has made a soft to medium work here.
Valadores off.
Oh yeah, Valadores with a bit of a spin.
Close enough. Valadores, yeah, he had it took it to the gravel at the end of the Suzuka S section, going through the left-hander. I'm assuming he just lost it under traction, had a spin or two, and then decides to rejoin.
I can't believe I'm actually saying this, Byron, but Alex Gunnar is gaining on the championship lead, the championship winner. He's gaining on the Freshman League champion right now. He is not within DRS range yet, but he's 1.1 seconds behind, and Alex Gunnar could potentially just win this race now, even if RCA... The thing about this is, Byron, right? RCA could drop to third here, because what will happen is the game's penalty will be applied, which means he'll get a 3-second drop, which means he'll fall behind Alex Gunnar. That's if Alex Gunnar does not pick another penalty. And then, again, Sabo the Mister just going around the outside of Deadly Jason into the chicane, and it's a move done for Sabo up into 9th place. I would say 19th place, at 9th place. But RCA will drop to second, and then we apply our penalty, which means he will then drop to third. So, there, yeah, at the moment RCA needs Alex Gunnar to pick up a 3-second time penalty, and he needs to stay ahead of Alex Gunnar if he still wants to pick up a second place in this race.
Indeed, but got to get a move on. Alex Gunnar now in DRS range of RC8, just about. So noticing RC8's battery is depleted severely.
Look at Alex Gunnar battery though. He's got 90%. Yeah, it's crazy. He's got 90% left in that Mercedes. And he can now just attack on RCA, especially if he can get close enough now. Deploy that ERS as he is out of the corners. And he's gaining on him. He is, slightly. And RC8's not going to be able to fight back, but he doesn't want to attack too soon, Byron. The best thing for Alex Gunnar to do is drive consistently at the moment, wait till the few laps at the end, conserve that ERS, and then go for it at the end. Use all that ERS that he has, and then he could potentially even win this race on track. As Tunchuri now getting past Phantom Razguz, but Phantom Razguz into the pits, actually. I'm not sure if that was for a wing change or maybe just a tyre change. Could have been the tyre change. Because I think he might have went onto the hards when he went in for that wing change stop earlier on in the race. And he's going to come out in between Gregster and Volodor Harris now. So, yeah, Phantom in 7th place.
So it wasn't a front wing change, as you said.
Apparently we've got yellow flags in every sector now, Byron. Every sector.
Why not?
Every sector we have a yellow flag.
Apparently Robert Codfather has just lost a place.
Yeah, I don't know how that has happened. Because on my screen, he is. Who is that there? That's Dazza. On my screen, he's behind Tunchuri. Now, if he actually is behind Tunchuri, I'm going to be one very happy man.
I don't think he's genuinely behind.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm skeptical that he is a lap down. Also, Dan, hello. I wouldn't stick your face in the chat though, because there may be a lot of angry people at you, mate. Just to let you know. But Alex, look at the gap. Look at the gap up front, Byron. Alex is gaining on RC8 with 7 laps to go. He's now got that gap to within a second of RC8 now. He's right there.
Yeah, we've still got yellow flaggers all 3 sectors. These guys won't be having yellow flaggers in all 3 sectors, I don't think. So we'll just play pretend it's green flag running as per usual. And we've got a very speedy Alex Gunner Mac. Also, Robert Codfather is supposedly picking up 5-second time penalties for speeding in the pit lane, despite being absolutely nowhere near the pit lane.
Okay, so yeah, no, this game is something's gone horrifically wrong. I'm just like to say now, I've just witnessed the tire change happen through the middle of the S's.
Have you? For who?
Yeah, no, I just witnessed Robert Codfather's tyres go from softs to mediums in the middle of the S's. Like, no joke, they switched. Like, the compound, like, genuinely switched while I was riding on board with him. There was
you definitely have an issue, then.
There was... something was...
Gregster's out.
Gregster's out? Where's he crashed? Oh, into the bridge! Oh, he's gone into the wall on the other side of the bridge. He's had a big crash, big shunt into the wall. Big shunt into the wall. That's a virtual safety car. So we've got another virtual safety car. As I see it's just about to cross the line.
Ooh, interesting.
Dan, we'd have to take a look at the footage, mate, but the rule is anyway, you shouldn't really be trying to overtake someone who's ghosted. I mean, if he was a lap down, then yes, but I don't actually know what position he was in, so I can't tell you whether it's your fault or not. But if you have spun him out, and even if he is a lap down, I think, yeah. Some of the mister just picked up a drive-through penalty, and Kebab has just come out of the pits and made use of that virtual safety car, halved his pit time, and is now on a fresh set of soft tyres, and now can gain quite a lot in this race here. And it's going to matter though, keeping that gap within a second. And Dan, do you know if he was ahead of you on track, or was he a lap down?
Kebab's had a spin.
Oh, Kebab has had a big spin. Yeah.
Damage, and he's check for damage.
I think he does. Front left end plate damage, I think, Byron.
Yeah, quite a bit of end plate damage as well. So that's made his virtual safety car gains go into a bit of a loss there, I think.
Yeah, well, Sabo's got a drive through, so he's going to have to serve that at some point. Kebab has got bad wing damage, and he's definitely going to have to come into the pit stop. Look how close Alex Gunnermack is again behind RC8. He's so close behind him. This is possibly a bit of a battle at the back there. I don't know if... Are these two fighting on track, or is Billy Misu a lap down? I think Billy Misu's a lap down. Yeah, I think Billy Misu's a lap down. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly, guys, I've lost track. Really, I just know the positions that I can see currently. I've lost track of everywhere else.
Yeah, incredibly hard to keep track of a race that has pretty much been untrackable.
Well, with the amount of glitches that we've had, because Codemasters. It's been.
Stop digging at Codemasters.
Well, yes, they are. They are terrible. They are the worst game They are honestly one of the worst game publishers I have ever come across in my entire life. And that's even worse than the ones that you get on the fucking, like, those simulator games that you get on Steam, which are like 0.001% voted like good, and then the rest of them are just bad reviews. No, they genuinely are. They are terrible. Everyone in the chat will tell you they're terrible. Ivlossi wants to know, Daddy Jason has any warnings, because he has no penalties. Just check that. Actually, be an interesting one. Yeah, check and see.
He's got one warning.
Can you check Alex Gunnermack as well? Because it's interesting to see how many warnings he has as well. Because obviously he has no penalties behind RC8, who does have. So Alex Gunnermack picks up one more penalty. No, Rick Holt, don't, no, Rick Holt. You've been banished. Your Super League Championship, you've been LLP, you've been LLP 6, you've community ban, all of that kind of stuff, mate. Don't even try to stick up for them, alright? No. Alex Gunamac is actually going to win this race. Yeah, well, yeah, career mode. Yeah, a single-player game mode, you know. A one that doesn't appeal to the masses, unlike online.
I don't know.
Well, it appeals to some people.
Both are a bit of a niche. Anyway, what we are looking at now is the last few laps of an interesting race. Really, the closest battle on track at the moment is Alex Gunamac versus RCA, and that's not all too close anyway. Robert Codfather, he's doing Robert Codfather things. Who knows at this point? Billy Misu had a pretty dismal race and really hasn't had a great race since.
Yeah, we've had a lot of retirees. I mean, actually, sorry, I was going to say, actually, we've had a lot of retirees. And do you remember when we said that, Ferraris, that, you know, they could have an absolute howler and then the Renaults beat them? Well, currently both Renaults are actually DNF'd, so, yeah. You know. We
were right all along. We were just predicting a future race. I believe.
Exactly.
AB Tuckers, he's gone for a tumble.
Yeah, he has.
Goodbye Barrages, now P10 as he gets past. AB Tucker's really revving the engine as he gets back on the circuit in, well, his tyres are looking hot. I could tell you quite a few things that are hot, but let's not go into that subject. Because it's a pretty short list. Although number one is molten magma from the sun. So, just in case you were curious. Video coming up on my YouTube channel. Top 10 things that are hot. Don't know why. I needed to point that out, but that is a thing now. Alex Gunamac really close up behind. Not being a bad race for Unique J, because obviously he will gain the place on RCA.
I mean, if it stays that it is, RCA will get that 3 seconds. He'll drop down to second place, and then he'll get that one drop again, which means Unique J will move up into into second place. So yeah, it's not bad for him.
Not bad, but not great for him either. Pretty good race for Deadly Jason. He's currently P7. Not had a bad race at all. He's up 8 places and really had quite a bit to be proud of at this stage in the race, and really pretty good clean racing from him. I think really Deadly Jason is probably the driver of the day in my opinion as it stands. Daz has not had a bad race either in the racing.
I think Alex Gunamac. I think Alex Gunamac needs driver of the day. If he wins this race, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Alex Gunamac, because this man. I know, but if he does, that's what I'm saying, because this man has not been on the podium, I don't think, Byron, since like the Premier Series in Brazil back like 2 seasons ago, which is quite mad. Yeah, I'll put the position up changes up for you. There you go. Deadly Jason had a really good race, and is going to have an even better race because he's going to gain another position. So could be Deadly Jason or Alex Gunamac, but I think if Alex does win this, I think I'm going to have to give it to Alex Gunamac. But yeah, he's doing to keep up with the champion, the freshman champion, is, you know, that should be something that, you know, we should all be praising right now, which I don't think we have been as much. Like, he is managing to keep up with RCA at the moment. They're pretty much on the same tyre compounds. Yes, RCA's gone a lap longer, but he's still managed to pretty much keep within that second gap of him. And yeah, he's still gaining with that DRS into turn 1 and gets so close into turn 1 and then just slowly drops back. Apparently there's a yellow flag in sector 2, but there's no one there, so, you know, I'm just going to carry on ignoring those, Byron. But yeah, we could have a new race winner today very soon. Just the rest of this lap to go and then one more.
Not long left. This is obviously the penultimate lap. Alex Gunamac is beginning to deplete his ERS, as you would expect, as he's now beginning to mount his final charge on RC8. Also, yes, what is the Stream Elements bot doing? It's pasted about 6 links and there is no organisation to them.
Yeah, I don't know why that's done that.
Anyway.
Alright. Let's get back on this battle for the lead. Phantom Razgur's just picked up a 3-second time penalty and is currently getting quite close up behind the racing point of Tunchuri. And someone off at the back again. Or was that just things being stupid? I think that's just things being stupid. As Alex gonna mark, and he's very close to RC8 now. He's very, very close to the freshman champ, and he's had a really, really, really poor exit at that final corner. He's gonna have the DRS though, and the ERS. Can he get RC8 into turn 1? He's gaining so much here, and he's not gonna go for the move there, and he looked for it, couldn't get it done. As Phantom now trying to find his way past Tunchuri as well, as there's a bit of lag going on between these guys. Going to go down here into the chicane. And Phantom Razgur's just got such a better exit, and he's going to have the DRS as well. And he gets a really nice move there past Tunchuri on those fresh softs, and moves himself up into 4th place. But has got more penalties than Tunchuri. So Tunchuri doesn't drop back 3 seconds in this lap. He could still find himself in 4th place. But Alex, look how close he's again, Byron, up behind RC8.
He's close, but I'm not quite sure if he's going to be close enough to mount a charge unless he manages to somehow make it side by side through 130R. Please, I'd like to see that. That would definitely be my overtake of the month in Gavra racing. I've seen a fair few.
I mean, Alex is deploying everything. He's opened up the ERS. He's opened up the fuel. He's opened up everything. He's going to the inside. He's gone for it through 130R as they go wheel to wheel down now into the chicane, and there's a bit of contact as Alex is going to go round the outside. What a move! As he's going to go wheel to wheel again with RC8 to the line. He's going to have it, but he's going to take the win. And that is a win, the first win in this season for Alex Gunnermack. And what an absolute move that was from him now. RC8 will drop to 2nd, but will drop to 3rd with the penalties. Phantom Razgur's is going to come across the line and take 4th, and he's actually gained a 3-second gap on Tunchuri. But Byron, wow, what an end to that race. What a move from Alex. That was incredible.
He almost made it work, and I actually feel really bad for the fact he didn't quite make that move work, but RC8 really gave him an absolute mad run until the very last moment of the race. And Alex Gunnermack taking that first win in freshman, it's got to be a pretty good feeling knowing that you really had to work for it, and you managed to get it against the champion.
Yeah,
he spelled some good things for his next season.
Look at Deadly Jason, moved up into 6th place in the end on the penalties. So it's Phantom, then Tunchuri, Deadly Jason, followed to Harris. Sabo's come across the line and take 8th, but he will drop outside the top 10 with the penalty. Gregster's penalty, Byron. If you're wondering what happens with that, he will have to actually serve that next race, as he didn't actually serve it this race, but. Yeah, you actually have to serve that next race.
Still need to find out where Robert Codfather finished.
Yeah, I want to know where Robert finished. I'm really, really intrigued. Yeah, so apparent first win for Alex in his entire Gavra racing career. So well done to Mr. Alex Gunnermack. Well done to him, and he takes the win over RC8. And even if RC8 didn't have that, yeah, if he didn't even have that, even if he didn't have that 3-second time penalty, Alex, if RC8 didn't have it, you were still going to win it anyway with RC8's LLP1. Unique J will take 2nd, and RC8 still gets himself on the podium in 3rd place. And I really want to know where Robert finished, because I'm intrigued. I really do want to know where he was.
I think we're all a bit intrigued as to where Robert Codfather finished. Really unlucky for him having the contact with the scout Dan whilst he was hunting Billy Nisu, I think it might have been, that he was near at the time, and he's the only one of the trio to actually finish the race, so at least he gets some in. He finishes another race. Pretty annoying for him, but You live, you
Yeah,
learn, and you keep improving. And also, the game is being very glitchy.
Yeah, why is... Apparently Robert hasn't finished.
Yeah, I have no idea. What is happening?
I see there was no need to start the lobby. Why are you complaining? There's no need to start the lobby.
But not GG
but
for
there was
stewards.
Yeah, there was I don't know why you say not GG for the stewards. There's no need to start the lobby. There was 2 people who had lagged out, but they were ghosted. Everything was fine. There was nothing we can do about people having internet issues. Yes, it broke the lobby. We didn't know it was going to break the lobby, but we can't just restart the race halfway through. The lobby issue didn't happen until about halfway through anyway, didn't it, Byron? It was around, what, lap 10 or whenever it happened?
Yeah, I really started having issues at about lap 10-ish. But honestly, I really liked that race. Really disappointing for some drivers and really good for others. Renault, they're now no longer able to win the Constructors' Championship. That's an absolute fate. Ferrari have taken a double championship.
Well, technically, yes. They now actually have mathematically actually done it, but we announced them last week because we were idiots. But yeah, so there we go. In the end, so it's Alex who takes the win, his first win in Gavra. R8 takes second, but will drop to third with that LLP1 that he has. Unique J will take second in the end. Phantom in fourth, Tuncuri fifth. Deadly Jason moved up to 15th to 6th for him. That's a really good race for the Haas. Volar in 7th, Sabo in 8th, Dazra in 9th, and Kebab in 10th.
Well,
but RCA, he jumped, right? But you overtook him. You overtook him before he even managed to join back into the lobby, and it's happened many times before. So I don't know why you're complaining now.
Well,
so there was no need to restart it. There was no need.
Phantom Razgriz had a really good race. Apparently, it was even good enough. He decided to continue staying subscribed to Gavra Racing. He's been subscribed for 6 months straight now. I'd actually like to know who has been subscribed to Gavra Racing for the longest.
I don't know. Actually. I actually don't know.
I don't know. I'll ask Gavra in Discord. But an absolutely mental race as always. Really some great drives. The Jamaican Deadly Jason absolutely storming. Really, absolutely flying.
Incredible from Deadly Jason.
Yeah. And then you got the Italian Phantom Razgriz, Alex Gunnar Mack. The Brit did incredible to fend off to keep close to a very rapid Italian in the form of RC8. Unique J, he just does Unique J things, you know? He's just there. Very consistent, really good, as always, and did a pretty good job for the McLaren, even if his teammate Kebab Barrages finishes in 10th. I think that changes with penalties though, so
yeah.
Could be
so Sabo will drop to 11th with those, which means Tekkas will get pushed up into a point there, which probably not what the AlphaTauri wanted, but it's the lays of the law, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us in this Freshman League race. Apologise for the lobby issues, but we still had a decent race in the end. They still had that moment at the end, which was absolutely crazy. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Premier Series around Singapore. Thank you, Byron, for joining me again. For doing what they do, doing what you do, what we do, what the drivers do. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us, and we will see you all tomorrow and Thursday for the Super League as well in Singapore. So make sure you join us then.